Is love jihad real, or is it just a big conspiracy? This is the subject and theme of the movie Kerala Story, which is soon to be out on OTT, based on true life events. With the release of this movie, it reignites the debate about whether this is an ongoing systematic attack and campaign against Hinduism and Hindu women or not. This ordeal has been going on for more than just a couple of years or decades, but centuries, going back to the anti-Hindu invasions suffered by Bharat. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism touches on this subject extensively during this Nitya Satsang in Varanasi 2015.
These 4-5 concepts to attack Hinduism left and right, abuse Hinduism left and right. One is Varnashrama Dharma, another one is Sati, the women committing suicide when the husbands die. We need to look in a little bit. You won't find a single reference of a Hindu king, even if he conquers other kingdom, disrespecting women or raping them, imprisoning them or abusing them or using them. You won't find a single reference. Look into the history. Our women carried the best DNA developed by our rishis. Our gotra is nothing but the code word for a special DNA layers. Please understand, our rishis have mastered the science of inserting the specific biomemory into a specific DNA layers. So our gotra is the code word for those special DNAs. When a child is born in certain gotra, this set of knowledge is already learnt by him. You just need to provide that ambience, he will recover, he will start expressing everything. Please understand. When I was 7, I started reciting the whole Ramayana, Mahabharata, all the 20,000-30,000 verses of Devaram Tiruvasagam by heart. When I was 7, I started reciting all these. I did not even learn language or script. I did not even know Tamil script or Devanagari script, in which all this knowledge is there. I was not even able to read Devanagari script or Tamil script, but I can recite all the thousands of verses from Valmiki Ramayana, from Vyasa's Mahabharata, from Devaram Tiruvasagam. The moment that ambience was provided, whatever was in the DNA, in the biomemory, started expressing. So the gotras are the code word for DNA. Stealing our women was the worst stealing done. That is the worst conspiracy done against Hinduism. Because the best DNA which our ancestors built with so much of sacrifice, anti-Hindu forces are the most dangerous forces for planet Earth, because neither they have knowledge nor they are interested in investigating. All they know is the brutal weapons, turning their weapons to the people who are investigating, contemplating. You have been taught wrong history and you have been poisoned. This whole thing actually need to be revisited. How the sati was forced on us. Why will a Rajput queen Till yesterday she lived as a queen, respected, revered even by king. Please understand. In the Saptapadi, the fourth vow is you will not force yourself on the other person physically or psychologically whenever the other person is not ready. The fourth vow in the Saptapadi, when she has been living like that, even in the marriage, treated with so much of respect and sacred way, why will she want to live being tortured by brutally, raped, abused, tortured by the beasts, fully drunk? Why will she want to live facing that kind of a torture every day? So burning herself was the best option. She was left out. Sati was forced upon our women by the rapist invaders. Please understand, our women are so graceful. There is a clear writing in the Rajput's history why they chose of burning themselves instead of drinking poison. Drinking poison and all could have been very less painful death. Burning is a worst painful death. Why they chose that worst painful death of burning themselves? They are giving a clear answer. Even after death, no one should touch our body. Drink poison and die. There is a possibility. Understand? Our Rajput women, they are very clear and they know these devils will do anything because they are so filled with lust and uncontrollable violence. They don't even want their body to be touched even after death. They don't want their body to be touched even after death. That's why they burnt themselves. Sati was forced on us. Please understand, the Gotra system was created to properly protect and keep the Y chromosome and avoid genetic disorders. Understand? To avoid the genetical disorders and to protect and preserve Y chromosome, and above all, to protect all the major knowledge branches. Many of the knowledge branches have been preserved in the DNA.
Attacking Hindu women is part of a larger conspiracy which isn't receiving enough attention or spotlight. Hindu women play an important role in a household, in the community, and even in the state. The backbone that they are, the stability that they give, and the reverence they receive in Hinduism is unparalleled. As the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared, the abuse and atrocities undergone by Hindu women at the hands of anti-Hindu invaders happen to destroy the rich DNA being carried by Hindu women. As Hindus, when we go to a temple and offer a puja, the priest asks for the name, the nakshatra, the rasi, and the gotra. The gotra, which is the ancestry, is much more than identification. It also sheds light on the knowledge stream that is embedded into our DNA. For example, if you are from the Bharadwaja Gotra, then the science of flight in Vimana is in your DNA stream. If your Gotra is Vashishta, then the great science of administration and kingship, which was taught to Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra during his Gurukul years, Vashishta being Rama's guru, that knowledge stream resides in your DNA. You may have seen the movie Padma, which depicts thousands of Hindu women sacrificing themselves into the fire. That decision was forced upon them, because the DNA they carry is too important. One side, the horrors they would have to face at the hands of the anti-Hindus, and the other side, protecting of this great science that couldn't be allowed to fall into the wrong hands. What is being dubbed as Sati has absolutely no roots in Hinduism or Hindu scriptures. It is something which is forced upon us by anti-Hindus. In Hinduism, women are worshipped as the ultimate feminine consciousness, even today. Every Navaratri, Devi is worshipped in three forms: as a young girl, as a maiden, and as a mother. In every aspect of her life, she is worshipped as Devi. You can see this in Nepal as well, where grand processions and elaborate rituals and ceremonies take place to worship the Kumari, to worship Devi residing in the young child, young girl. The stability a Hindu woman brings to her family, to the community, and to the state, and the knowledge stream they carry is priceless. And that is why the attack on them is literal genocide on Hinduism as a whole. Hindu women were the glue, the backbone which kept the Hindu civilization strong and flourishing for centuries. An attack on Hindu women is an assault on multiple fronts with the ultimate goal of the downfall of this great tradition. The only way to prevent this, to fight back in this war being waged against Hinduism, is for the revival of a nation for Hindus, Kailasa. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established Kailasa, the first nation for Hindus to protect each and every aspect of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, a safe haven and repository for each tradition and practice of Hinduism. While a sovereign nation for Hindus has been established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, we still have much more work to do for the revival and the protection of each and every aspect of Hinduism. This calls for warriors, for sannyasis, for people ready to dedicate their life to stand up and sacrifice for the revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. If this has sparked something in you, and you feel the burning fire, the intention to make this mission of the SPH into a reality, become a Nithyananda Sannyasi. Reach out to us at this phone number or in the link below. As soon as the movie comes out, we'll be doing a more thorough review and segment of this whole ordeal. So please stay tuned for that, and thank you again for watching Kailasa News.